a monarchy that's tempered with republican equality. This form of government we find the beau ideal of its kind, but despotism strict combined with absolute equality, of happiness the very living character you may see, a monarchy that's tempered with republican equality, republican equality. To kings of undue pride we rent, who act in perfect unity, whom you can order right or left with absolute impunity, who put their subjects at their ease by doing all they can to please, and thus to earn their bread and cheese is every opportunity, and thus to earn their bread and cheese is every opportunity. We act in perfect unity, we act in perfect unity. Of happiness the very living character you may see, a monarchy that's tempered with republican equality, republican equality, tempered with equality.
Gentlemen, we are much obliged to you for your expressions of satisfaction and good feeling. I say, we are much obliged to you for your expressions of satisfaction and good feeling. We are delighted at any time to fall in with sentiments so charmingly expressed.
That's all right. At the same time, there is just one small grievance that we should like to ventilate. What? Don't be alarmed. It's not serious. Now, it is arranged that until it is decided which one of we two is the actual king, we are to act as one person.
Exactly.
Now, although we are to act as one person, we are, in point of fact, two persons.
Ah, I don't think we can go into that. It is a legal fiction, and legal fictions are solvable. Situated as we are, we can't recognize two independent responsibilities.
No, but you can recognize two independent appetites. It's all very well to say that we are to act as one person, but when you supply us with only one ration between us, I should describe that as a legal fiction carried a little too far.
It's rather a nice point. I don't like to express an opinion offhand. Suppose we reserve it for arguments before the full court.
Yes, but what are we to do in the meantime? We want our tea.
I think we may make an interim order for double rations on their Majesties entering into the usual undertaking to indemnify in the event of an adverse decision.
That, I think, will be the case. But you must work hard. Stick to it. Life wasn't meant to be easy. Nothing like work.
Oh, yes, indeed. We quite understand that the man who holds the magnificent position of king should do something to justify it. We are called Your Majesty. We are allowed to buy ourselves magnificent colognes. Our subjects frequently nod to us in the streets. Our sentries always return our salutes. And we enjoy the inestimable privilege of heading the subscription lists to all the principal charities. In return for these advantages, the least we can do is to make ourselves useful about the palace. Rising early in the morning, we consume our Nutri-Grain. In designer label joggers, help the blood flow to the brain. We embark without delay on the duties of the day. First we read the morning taxes, or we modify the taxes, knowing Keating has agreed to pay the rent. Then if work is not demanding, we may talk of bomb disarming, or ratify an act of parliament. Then a little work on our Olympic pitch, being careful that the costing has a limit. Then we meet with our advisors on the fate of payments to the ministers of state. After that we generally fix a drink and watch the telly. You must understand the pressures that the two of us can face. Writes of letters literary for our union secretary. He is shaky in his spelling, so we help him if we can. Then in view of bringing skin up, we go down and order dinner. Then we check the sterling silver and the coronation plate. Oh, we may form a green alliance, or we dazzle them with science, and attend those celebrations that require a head of state. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, yet the duties are delightful and the privilege is great. And the privilege and pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is attending celebrations that require a head of state. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, yet the duties are delightful and the privilege is great. And the privilege and pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is attending celebrations that require a head of state. After luncheon, making merry on a pizza and a sherry if there's nothing in particular to do. We may frame a royal budget, being careful not to smudge it, or commission an ambassador or two. Then we help a fellow creature on his way, under table dinner club by the bay. Then we change and toddle off to spend the day at a cricket match, a barbecue or play. Then we go and stand a sentry at the palace private entry, munching beer, up and down and to and fro, while the warrior on duty goes in search of beer and beauty, and it generally happens that he hasn't far to go. He relieves us if he's able, just in time to lay the table. Then we dine and serve the coffee, and at 12:30. After some negotiation or a small consideration, we've the gratifying feeling that our duty has been done. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, but the pleasures there are many and the worries there are none. And the culminating pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is a gratifying feeling that our duty has been done. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, but the pleasures there are many and the worries there are none. And the culminating pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is a gratifying feeling that our duty has been done. Yes, it really is a very pleasant existence. They're also singularly kind and considerate. You never find them wanting to do this or wanting to do that or saying, it's my turn now. No. They let us have all the fun to ourselves and never seem to grudge it.
It makes one feel quite selfish. It almost seems like taking advantage of their good nature.
And how accommodating they were about the double rations.
Most considerate. There's only one thing wanting to make our lives truly comfortable.
And that is?
The dear little wives we left behind us 3 months ago.
Ah, yes. It is dull without female society. We can do without everything else, but we can't do without that.
And if we have that in perfection, we have everything. There is only one recipe for perfect happiness. Take a pair of sparkling eyes in an ever and anon, in a verse of holy lips. Do not heed their mild surprise, having passed the Rubicon. Take a pair of rosy lips. Take a figure trimly planned, such as admiration weds. Be particular in this. Take a tender little hand, rich with dainty fingerets. Press it, in parenthesis. them if you can. Take all these, you lucky man, take and keep them if you can. If you can. Take a pretty little cart, such a miniature affair, hung about with trellised vine. Furnish it upon the spot with the treasures rich and rare I've endeavored to define. Live to love and love to live, you ripen at your ease, growing on the sunny side. It has nothing more to